I'm not sure if that's the case, but welcome everybody to help celebrate Jack's 98th birthday. What an incredible milestone. I am David Stevenson and honored to kick off the night. Sean McDonough just asked if Jack and Peg were going to join us, and that was the intention, but unfortunately they can't attend. Everything is fine, he's okay, but there was a last minute change in venue. As many of you know, he had a fall a while back and he was moved to rehab, and Peg was not allowed in to help pull off this evening, but it is being recorded. He's incredibly excited, and I think we're still going to have a terrific evening, a terrific celebration of truly a great man. There's many people to thank involved with organizing this evening, and this is in no particular order, and forgive me if I've made any errors in omitting anyone. But Duncan Peake, Josh Gnu, Jack Hoogstraten, Elliot Hunt, Jeff Lurie, Jim Austin, Simon Kay, Murray Shaw, John Boynton, Jamie Nichols, Scott Stoneberg, and of course, Coach Chris Hannabury. This takes a lot of effort and it's appreciated by everyone. So once again, Jack brings us together. I know I sound like a broken record when I talk about Jack, but his dedication has made us better athletes and better people. And he's given us this incredible squash alumni association, for lack of a better way of putting it. I realize this has been a difficult year for everyone, but now we get to forget that for a few hours and celebrate Jack's birthday. Quite simply, the world needs more Jack, and needs it right now. So to Jack, from all of us, we'd like to share a big birthday virtual hug of thanks and congratulations. I know a little bit later in our discussion, we will talk about team support. And I just wanted to reiterate my personal pledge, which some of you know about, but perhaps a reminder is always good. So on top of the $20,000 a year that I've pledged to support the team, and there's 3 more years committed, including this one, to that pledge, I've also upped the game a little bit for all of us, where I will match up to $30,000 in extra donations and top-ups on the existing ones. So my maximum commitment for the team, hopefully, will be in the neighborhood of $50,000. So it's a strong commitment and a belief that this team deserves the support. And I just wanted to mention it now before we get into all the festivities, because it's going to be a great evening. And we're going to start off the celebrations. I'll turn this over to Jeff Lurie and his magic guitar in helping us and leading us in singing Happy Birthday to Jack.
Hey Mustangs, sing with me. Happy birthday to Jack. Happy birthday to Jack. You're the best coach we've ever had. Won so many championships with you. Happy birthday to Jack. Hey Peg.
Okay, we also have a bunch of photos that you guys have all been sending to us. So we've created this, well, actually Josh created this slideshow of all of the photos we've had so far. We're going to be turning this into a photo album for Jack. So if you do have some more photos that you'd like to add into this before we get it printed, please email it to me, or I can send you the link for the Google Drive. But we're going to take a look. It's about a 3.5-minute slideshow spanning the last probably 60 years or so, maybe more, of Western squash and Jack fairs.
And Chris, we're gonna get John Leonard on
Okay.
For a little background music.
Okay.
Mr. Leonard, can you dazzle us, please?
Okay, hang on.
Play some more. That was great.
Keep it coming.
Who let the dogs out?
Happy birthday, Jack.
Woo!
Okay, and now we actually have a video of Jack to play next here.
Oh, hi guys. Great to see all you guys here. It's really a great pleasure for me, and I'm really looking forward more for more contact with you. It's, it's a very, very, very important date for me.
Sorry to be missing the call.
Sorry,
To be missing the call.
sorry to missing that call.
Feeling the love.
Yeah, feeling the love of the group, and knowing knowing yours all out there, and who all are, and all of our old buddies there. It's really, I'm really disappointed I can't be there.
Okay. Thanks for thinking of me.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a million for thinking of me.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey!
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So obviously, I wanted to start off by wishing Jack a happy birthday. I was going to call him today, but I actually didn't know he wasn't going to be on the call until half an hour ago. And also want to pass along some birthday wishes that people emailed me saying they didn't know if they could figure out how to join a Zoom call. I think they said they've never been on one. So Jack, Andrew Musler, and Donna and Bill Richards want to wish you a happy birthday as well, and said a lot of nice things to you. So I'll forward you those emails. And then just want to again kind of reiterate what David said at the beginning, and just thank everybody who, everyone on the alumni committee, all the decade captains. I mean, they've put in a lot of time volunteering to not only make this happen, but just to help with everything, doing kind of running Western. It's a lot of work, and they make it a lot easier. And I wouldn't be in this position without them, and we wouldn't be probably continuing Jack's legacy here at Western as kind of the pinnacle for squash in Canada without you guys. So definitely a big thanks for all of you guys. And then quickly, I just want to talk about a couple of things. So just there's a few of the new recruits on the call already. We have 6 really amazing players, some of the best players in Canada. So Dylan, some of you, if you're on the call, him and Amin, Griffin, I know they're on the call. Jason Herring is from Victoria, Ben Boulanger, Calgary, and Issa Huck from Ontario. So 6 really strong players. I mean, we've graduated a couple of strong players as well. So I think everyone seems super excited, I think, getting back into squash. And maybe just a little quick update. So we do have a bunch of matches scheduled for this season. We're planning for a normal season. We're going to prepare and train for a normal season. I've had to apply for special permission with the university to be able to travel to the US before January 1st, because they had a policy saying no travel for sports until then, but they know that's really important to us. But all the schools right now are kind of going through a lot, trying to figure out what to do with COVID. And that's actually our first match is supposed to be MIT, Columbia, and Yale, all at Yale. But Yale now is saying there's a new policy where 2 visiting teams can't play each other at their school. So I think it's going to be a very strange year. We're going to have probably having to do more trips to different schools. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated and post a lot of results, and make sure you follow us on YouTube, because I'm going to be posting a lot of matches and challenge matches and some videos from our footage when we're playing other schools. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. I know the men's team championships is at the new US Squash Center, the Spectre Sports Center in Philadelphia, which has like 20 something courts. It looks amazing. So I think our team's going to love playing in that new facility. And yeah, I can't wait to check it out as well. I think it's, probably the most, I think more courts than Yale has at this new facility. So that's where I'm at right now. And just wanted to give you guys a little quick update on kind of what's been going on with, COVID in this season. And yeah, and I think our assistant coach, Matt Henderson, also is on this call. So I don't know if you guys all know him, but he was a Western grad, recent grad a couple of years ago, and played 1 or 2 on the team his whole time here, and was one of the best juniors in Canada, and still would be one of the best adults. And if he's playing competitively, hopefully he can play some tournaments this year. So I guess that's about it for me. At the end, when we go into breakout rooms, there will be rooms for different decades, depending on what year you graduated. I'm also going to have my own room. If you want to come in, just ask me a question. And I apologize, I couldn't figure out how to turn the chat room on, because I know people want to text and chat. I guess, Jack wasn't too tech savvy, and I was a little bit better, but yeah, I couldn't quite figure out how to do that one. So if somebody has an idea or they know how to turn it on, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to turn it over to our captain, Elliot Hunt, who's going to be playing in the Nash Cup as our Western wildcard spot for that coming up in a few weeks. So make sure you stay tuned on and follow the results for Nash Cup. They'll be streaming. I can send out the links for that as well, but I think it's nashcup.com. I'll have to double check. But they just upgraded all their cameras, and it's going to be a really great event. So hopefully you guys can cheer him on, and he can make Western proud. So I'm going to turn it over to Elliot. So here's our captain, Elliot Hunt.
Thanks, Chris.
Elliot.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Elliot Hunt. I'm from Toronto. So I'm going to be the captain this year. Heading into my 4th year, and kind of echoing the sentiment that Chris had there, is just everyone's real excited just to get going, kind of to get everyone together, to play squash, just to play college matches, it's after what we went through last year, it's just really exciting. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of young guys on the team this year, a lot of fresh meat, young blood. And that's really exciting for me. I get to kind of pass down some of the stuff that was taught to me from the older guys, from stories from the alumni. And that's kind of really exciting because I've been part of so many great teams and heard about so many great teams. It's going to be a really cool opportunity to be a part of that and help pass it along, you know? And yeah, I mean, with a young team, we're really looking forward to proving ourselves and really just excited to get going. I just got to London a couple days ago, and you can kind of feel it in the air. Everyone's really excited to get back to a somewhat normal school year. Kids are starting to trickle in and everything, and it's yeah, it's exciting times. And obviously, thanks to the alumni, thanks to everyone who donates. Thank you to everyone who's had a hand in organizing all these donations. It means kind of the world to us. And yeah, that's all I've got here. But
Are you back in the top 10 this year, Elliot? Are you leading the charge back into the top 10?
yeah, after a brief stint outside the top 9, I'll be making my return. Yeah. But yeah, very excited to get going. And again, thank you to everyone. Thanks to Jack for being the godfather of all this. So.
Well said, well said.
Well, I get to follow Elliot. My name's Jim Austin, and if and probably 80 to 85% of you are just like the alumni committee when Jack Hoogstraat, my good friend, brought me onto the committee. They went, Jim, who? But there are a couple of reasons why. One of them is I'm one of the few Yanks that came through the program. And secondly, I'm one of the reasons, you know, like a lot of folks that came through the program, I wasn't one of the stars. I came in the 77-78 season, right after the team won the U.S. Intercollegiates, thinking as a former Michigan State junior champion, I could walk onto the team. And Jack met me and just said, "Oh yeah, Jim, it'll be great. You know that we got Matati and Leonard and Beasley and Coots and Hoogstraat and Heisey, right?" I went, "Yeah." And I was happy that year that I was playing 7, 8, 9, 10. And I was happier even that I don't think Jack ever cut anybody. I think if you were number 18, number 20, if you showed up, you played. And Jack was there for all of us. His door was always open. If you walked up, he said, "Oh yeah, Jim, come on in." And he would talk to you about whatever, but mostly he would listen. And he would encourage at anything, whether it's squash, whether it's school, whether it's what you're doing. And Jack was there, not just with us, but for us. And he encouraged me enough that the next year I wanted to do a little better. Jack's, as most people know, Jack's practices were notoriously unstructured. And so I decided if I was going to get better, I wasn't going to be able to play with guys like Matati, but I could find out what a fitness freak like him could do. And I could carry his rackets and see what it was. And that season, Matati and I, every day before practice, ran the stairs in Alumni Hall basketball or did suicides. And I got really fit and I squeaked on at number 6. And Jack encouraged me all the way, saying, yeah, Jim, you can do it. This you can do it. And worked with everything and got us there. And I'm telling the story because my fitness regimen with Matati paid off. Because we went to West Point for the U.S. Intercollegiates. And I didn't do that well for the team, but that Saturday night, Matati and I may have been doing some things that you don't do in a West Point dorm. And for the first time in my life, I beat him down the hall and into a corner, and the MPs got him and marched him off to Jack's room, and I got away. Now, had it been the other way around, you would probably all know who I am. But they walked in there, and Jack, being Jack, told the MPs he would take care of it. Probably closed the door, looked at Matati, gave him a scowl for the definition of a split second, and then said, Phil, tell me about it. What happened? What happened? And because Jack was one of us, and he was there for us, and he supported us. And the interesting thing is, I'm finding out now that he did it all for the love of the game. Here in the States, every single college coach is paid for by the university or the college. I only found out recently that up until a couple of years ago, the squash budget was $40,000 a year. And we were making it work on that. We've been able to increase that, but rather than being funded by the university, it's all funded by support from the outside. And you've got people like Dave who are putting up challenges that help make it so today's team, and Elliot, who is saying the alumni legacy, they're going to be the legacy now and in years to come. And we have generations, and we can all thank Jack for making that happen. And one of the things that I have thought is that one of the better birthday presents that we could give to a man like Jack is to support the team in any way that we can, whether that's coming out and cheering them on, whether that's financially supporting them, doing whatever we can, because that's what Jack did for us. And we can make a difference to the kids that are there now and to the kids that are there in the future. And once I found out that, I said, okay, I'm in. How can I support? I got in with the alumni committee and wanted to help this happen. So for Jack, let's help out. Let's do what Jack would do and support the team and do things for him, because he's an incredible man. He's an incredible friend, a mentor, a role model. And we're all here. I don't know how many we have on at this point, but we're here for him. And if we can support the team the way Jack would want us to, that's a great thing for now and for years to come. And I get to turn it over to Jamie.
Well said, Jim.
I knew we picked the right guy. Well said, Jim. Thank you for that. Am I up already, Stoney?
You are.
Time flies. Welcome everybody. I am Jamie Nichols. I'm, believe it or not, the chair of the alumni committee. I did absolutely nothing for this event that we're on this evening. So I want to start off by giving a few thank yous, in particular to Scott Stoneberg and John Boynton, who did a huge amount of heavy lifting. And we've been talking, as I think about, how this event sort of got off the ground, is we talk about this stuff all the time. It's easy to talk about, but it's hard to actually do and set aside the time to do it. So I really appreciate Scott taking the ball and running with it again. We had our December event and John as his wingman. So these guys did a ton of work to get this off the ground, and it's just so great. I know we're all enjoying ourselves. So thank you to those guys. An unsung hero on our alumni committee that I must shout out is Murray Shaw. You people would have no idea how much time and energy Murray Shaw has put into the fundraising program and the program in general. Yeah, you can clap him. Because Murray, you're probably getting emails from our new fundraising database. You're probably getting phone calls from him. He is doing the heavy lifting. He's doing the dirty work. He's the guy going into the corners and putting the puck out so Stoney and John can score. So Murray, thank you for all you do. He is behind the scenes, but he is very much driving the ship. I want to give a special shout out to Coach Hannabury. So what a bizarre year it's been for Chris. It's actually coming on 18 months now. And just in my dealings with Chris, he hasn't really had a full seat. Well, he hasn't had any sort of normalcy to his position. And you'd think a guy would get beaten down or frustrated, but I know we have the right guy to drive the Western program for the next 20, 30, however long we can have him for. And Chris has just been a phenomenal leader. And his attitude is exactly like Jack's. He's like, well, let's just get her done. So thanks, Chris. It's so great to have you aboard. few other people I want to thank. Duncan Peak is our finance chair. He also does sort of the boring behind the scenes work, but he's putting a ton of effort in. Simon Kay was on the call. He sort of formalized this alumni committee, and he's away a little bit, but he was sort of the person who kicked us all in the butt and said, "Come on, guys, you got to do better than this." And so I just want to thank Simon for that. Dave Stevenson is obviously a beacon of light and hope for the program, and as if the guy hasn't already done enough, he just keeps stepping up. So Dave, you're the best. Thank you. Just a few more credits. It's great to see Phil Matati back on the call. Phil Matati did a lot of the early work with the program fundraising, and he continues to be a big donor and continues to, every once in a while, he's sort of like Gandalf. We need him and bring him back in to steer the ship. But Phil has done so much for the program. So thank you, Phil. James Van Stavern, Strawn Jarvis did a lot on the committee. Decade captains are doing a lot. And this sort of leads me to my next thank you, which is to Jim Austin and Jack Hoogstraten, who after our last call said, "Hey guys, we want to help out. We want to get involved." And they have been a breath of fresh air on the alumni committee. Lots of great ideas, lots of energy. Jim, just having Jim here speaking on his perspective of being an American coming up is just a total breath of fresh air. So thank you to Jim and Jack. You've sort of given us a little jolt that we needed. And so we are looking for new blood. This is a 50-year mission. This could be a 100-year mission. And I think anybody out there that wants to get involved other than donating, which I'll talk about in a second, we need your help, we need your energy. So please reach out anytime. On the donation side, I think, we're at about 420,000 of our original $500,000 goal. Big thanks to David. We're still $80,000 short of where we set out to be. And I really want to get this over the finish line in the very near future. So Dave is offering to match your donations. Those of you that are not currently donating, please just think about what you just saw with Jack. Is he worth $50, $100? Not putting a monetary value on life, but has he given you that much value? I guarantee it, yes. So please donate. Dave's going to match your donation, and let's get to that $500,000 over the line ASAP, and then keep moving from there. Last but not least, I just want to give a bit of a state of the nation on squash coming back. I actually work for Squash Canada now. I've worked as the executive director for Squash Ontario previously. And I'm feeling a ton of momentum with people I talk to. It's great to see a lot of BC people on the call and Alberta people on the call. Squash is coming back. I've been touring around Toronto the last couple of weeks, and the courts are busy. The juniors are coming back. The juniors are super fired up, and I think we're going to bounce back from this. And so tomorrow, an announcement is going out that we're going to be hosting the Canadian National Senior and Junior Championships with a glass court erected in Yorkdale Mall, October 20th to 25th. And the event's going to be broadcast on CBC. This is our way of saying squash is back in a big way, and we're ready.
Hey, Jimmy!
So, I haven't done it yet.
Hey, squash!
Yeah,
Yay,
Jimmy!
squash!
Squash!
So, last but not least, I'll turn it back over to Scott. But obviously, happy birthday to Jack! I know it makes everybody so happy to see him, and let's hope we have another birthday next year and another Christmas celebration. So you're the best, Jack. We love you. Stoney.
Okay. Thanks everybody for saying some words. Jamie, you're amazing. We have a great team. Thank you for everybody who's been involved. We do have breakout sessions that we're going to be moving to. And I hope everybody can stick around for a little bit and just reminisce. We do have a few things that are coming up, and we will be reaching out about that shortly. We've got some alumni events planned. Jack's working on a great event in Calgary with Dean Brown. We're going to host another event at the BNR in Toronto. We really want to see alumni coming together to support the team. I personally loved my experience at Western, and I want to make that experience for our current team better than ever. So thanks everybody for making some time, and let's get out to some breakout sessions. And Jack, happy birthday. You are the best.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack. Get well.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday.
Jack.
Happy birthday, 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 Jack.
Anyone else? I'm going to stop recording before we do the breakout room. So if anyone else wants to wish
Birthday,
Jack a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jack.
I'll come in for a happy birthday. From
Hey,
the
love you, Jack. Happy birthday.
the very
Birthday
first
from all the
question.
honeys, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack.
We're gonna celebrate many more, Jack.
Happy birthday, 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 Jack.
There he is.
He loved his cake.
That
He
picture-
loved his cake, guys. That birthday cake that Murray dropped off. Look at that. He's loving it.
Yeah, that's at Parkwood where he is staying now for rehab. And he's having some challenges, but he's getting better. And he can smile and eat cake, apparently.
Hey, breakout rooms are open, guys. If you have any problems, let me know. And again, I'll be in my own. If you have any questions about me or anything Western related, just feel free to hop in, say hi. Or
How do you get into the breakout room? Oh, here we are.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Yep, we got it.